Well, this year has had a lot of ups and downs, as you can imagine. I've been a licensed vocational nurse for the last 11 years, so I have been working full-time while also going to nursing school. So being on the front lines of the pandemic has been challenging, along with my husband losing his job. My husband not working has actually been a bit of a little blessing in disguise, since he was able to be home with our daughter, and that has actually helped out, because I'm sure you can imagine going to school full-time, working full-time in nursing school is really challenging. So it's been actually a big help to have other support around me during this time. My Nana, she's 97 years old, and she actually just told me the other day, I think the reason I lived to 97 is so I could see you graduate. And she's the one that inspired me to be a nurse and to pursue an education and wanting to take care of the elderly, because it's so needed right now.
Welcome to Mount. It is time to hear from your student speaker. Please welcome, from the class of 2021, Jennifer Vargas.
Hello to the graduating class of 2021, faculty, family members, and friends. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Vargas, and I have had the honor of being the president of the Southwest Association of Nursing Students this spring. I would like to take this moment to welcome everyone here and thank you for your support. Without you, many of us would not have had made it through these last few years. I would like to take the time to congratulate everyone who is here today. We did it. We showed our resilience by overcoming countless obstacles, health problems, financial stresses, and barriers, and are now part of the Mount San Jacinto College graduating class of 2021. Like many of you, I began my journey at MSJC more than 2 years ago. There are many things that have brought my journey here, and like many of you, my story is also non-traditional. I started at a four-year university after high school and completed many courses before beginning a career as a licensed vocational nurse. I struggled to afford the costs of a four-year university. I didn't know programs like the Registered Nurse program at MSJC was an option for me. MSJC has changed my life for the better. I took a decade off of school to work and finally had the courage to go back to school. I had dreams of becoming a registered nurse that I never gave up on. It just took me a while to get there. Yesterday, I was able to have my 97-year-old grandmother take part in my RN pinning ceremony. She is the reason I became a nurse, and I am so thankful she was there to see me obtain my dream of becoming an RN. I think about what would have happened had I finished my degree when I originally planned. My life would look a lot different. I wouldn't have met my husband, had our amazing daughter, or met some of the amazing people that I've encountered along the way. I've met mentors at MSJC that will be a part of my life forever. I'm so thankful for the journey I've had and even the setbacks. If you are like me, it might have taken more than 2 years to graduate from MSJC. Perhaps you required prerequisites before you could get into a 2-year program. Or perhaps you could only attend part-time because of life demands, work, family, or kids. You might be the first graduate in your family, the first nurse, ultrasound technician, or journalist. You might at times felt out of place during your journey, but the one thing you didn't do was give up. Our drive to complete our degrees, despite all the challenges the last few years threw at us, has equipped us with the tools required to overcome future difficult circumstances. I wish I could tell you that the hard part ends here. The truth is, life is always full of hardships, but also moments of beauty and grace. There is always a rainbow after a thunderstorm, and there will always be bright moments in our lives. Today is one of those days, a day we get to celebrate all the hard work we put in to make our lives and the lives of those we love even better. There are graduates here today that represent many decades, because there is no time limit to education or pursuing your dreams. That's the wonderful part about community college. It brings people together in all walks of life and at different stages. There are those standing here with us today that had to work multiple jobs while attending college, who struggled to feed their families and had to deal with the extra stresses of a worldwide pandemic. There are times when the tasks felt difficult. It took many nights turn into days of studying. It took crying on the floor wondering how we were going to make it through, extra therapy sessions, and plenty of self-doubt. There is no doubt, however, that everyone who is here today is here because they put in the work to get the degree they are receiving. Some of us may have had to take a semester off, maybe even years, but despite all the setbacks, we proved that the comeback was even greater. We didn't let the outside forces keep us from pursuing our dreams. We learned how to balance everything the last few years has thrown at us. We learned how to go from in-person classes to online. We learned how to adapt. These are skills that are often difficult to learn, but that will serve us well as we prepare for the next chapter of our lives. If there's one thing we can take away from our time together, know that no matter what happens in life, if we work hard and we don't give up, we will be able to succeed. Maybe we don't land the first job we interview for, but maybe it was for a reason. Maybe there's another plan for us, a better fit. We should not compare our worth and success to that of others. What makes us successful is our integrity, our heart, our commitment to keep chasing our dreams even when they have seemed to outrun us. So go out there and show the world what an MSJC graduate is capable of. Everything we set our minds to and the hardships we've had to overcome has proven how resilient we truly are. I believe we are all capable of anything.